Hey guys, Jean here from Sling. This week we've got a very interesting interview with young Byron Waller from Down Under in Australia, who flew a Sling TSI right around the world. We were lucky enough to interview him and his mum and dad about their preparations for the trip when they stopped in here for an oil change. Enjoy the video. So guys, this is quite a moment. It's been a big build-up for you to get here. You guys built this aeroplane and this dream in Australia. You flew the aeroplane all the way around, 3/4 of the way around the world.
So far, yeah, 3/4.
Yeah. And I mean, it's been a fantastic adventure. And what can you tell me about the adventure so far?
I think the biggest inspiration of flying around the world, flying around Australia, was to show kids that they're not limited to their hospital bed, they're not limited to what their mindset is, or what their life is like. They can achieve their dreams, no matter how big their dreams are, no matter what their situation is.
What got you to that mindset?
I think that I got that mindset from sitting in hospital for years and years, and just thinking, that's reflecting and just going, I can do something to change my perspective on life and also to change other people's perspectives. And I just didn't know what it was at the time, but then I did my first flying lesson. I was like, this might be a way to do that. And after my first flying lesson, I started flying more and more. And then I got the idea to fly around Australia. And from that idea, I thought, how do I take this to another level and show kids globally that they can do what they want to do? So then I decided, why not fly around the world, global mission, and also it's a great experience, get to meet new cultures, different scenery, different communities, and it's just absolutely amazing.
Wow, I mean, that's amazing. So you've flown around Australia,
yeah,
and you've flown 3/4 of the way around the world.
Yeah.
And now you sit on the western edge of the USA and you're about to make the biggest leg of your mission.
Yeah.
And everyone's obviously been working really hard.
Yeah.
You were at the airplane all of week of last week and yes. Saturday. You've installed the fuel system.
Yep.
A lot of hard work went into that, especially with your team, and we cannot thank you guys enough for the support shown here for, showcasing the capabilities of the Sling in our mission, but also the support in the background to enable us to do it, because without that, this wouldn't have been possible. Yeah. We would have been stuck somewhere, and yeah.
Well, good. I mean, I think Mum had a lot to do with inspiring there's something about psychologists over there. And I think just from having met you guys, you are a very good support system for Byron and have been very inspiring. I mean, he's very lucky to have parents that are so, most parents are just telling their kid, no, don't do that, that's dangerous. You guys are saying, yes, do that.
We've tried raising two kids two different ways, but I think the thing when you watch all the other children doing things in their lives, so all of his little classmates and friends and they're doing things, and you're like, wow, you just learned how to draw with a pencil or kick a soccer ball, and Byron wasn't able to. So we had that for years. And then when he got his treatment and came right, literally overnight, it was an absolute, I think it's probably the only miracle drug I've ever heard of. But he came right, and suddenly we had to figure out, how do we parent this teenager? What do we do with him? Here he is wanting to do living in life, and we're playing catch up, and he was active and he wanted to get out, and he could go out, which we didn't have before.
And basically went from one extreme to another.
Yeah, making up for lost time, really.
Wow.
Yeah, in 18 months he's made up for 14 years of lost time.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I think that motivates him, I think,
motivates us to help
and also us, because he's missed out on so much, and now that he's found his passion and what he can do, and then use that to help other people in the same situation that he was in, that keeps us going and investing in it and helping him and supporting him to do that. Because it's not just about him doing this, it's about all the other sick kids out there who are going through adversity and seeing, hey, if Byron can do it and he can get past it, it's a mindset. And when you get that part right, it gives people hope.
Yes.
So that's probably one of the biggest motivators for us to support him on this journey.
We've always been helping people. It has been so hard during the last 2 months to accept help from other people.
Yeah.
And when I look at the list of people to thank when he finishes this trip, it's pages.
Yeah. in the hundreds.
And we were such a small, little, insular, lonely little family for years and years. And now our family's just exploded. Everybody who's helped us is now an uncle or an auntie or a cousin or a grandparent.
Uncle John.
Yeah,
Uncle John.
it's just amazing. And that on its own is pretty special. If it's helped anyone who's helping us, it's helping
People we meet in a pub or a restaurant, and it's inspired. His stories inspire them, and in their 60s, right down to teenagers. So it seems to hit the right note with people, and that's, you know, and like we said, if this just helps one person to get over a difficult part in their life, then the journey's been worth it.
Yeah,
I think
and I'm sure it's going to get a lot more than one.
I think so.
Far outweighed what I expected. I expected just to help one person. I was just looking for that one person to be able to help achieve their dreams. And I've met so many people so far, and I've actually inspired them to do something, whether that's studying aircraft mechanics or working for Qantas on the line. And just seeing them actually do something after like me inspiring, it just feels unreal to be able to actually do that.
Yeah, or people have abandoned their dreams years ago for families or work or anything, and suddenly they're like, I want to start flying again, or I want to go skydiving. You know, so
or build an airplane.
or build an airplane.
I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very noble cause. And
I think
come
so.
from the right place, I think. So the question is, when you get back to Australia, what are you going to be doing then?
Well, first I've got to start driving. I don't even know how to
Fly an
drive.
airplane around the world and then learn to drive?
Can I drive your car, please?
You can take it to the airport.
But yeah, I want to learn to drive. I definitely, once I get back, I'll actually be old enough to have my full pilot license for recreational around Australia. Of course, I'll have to get a couple of endorsements on that to do around Australia, but stuff kind of. But I'll have my license and stuff when I get back. I'll have my learners for my driving, and then that begins a long process of driving. But then I'll be able to drive, and then shortly I'll be able to drive myself to the airport, fly the plane, and then drive back home.
Okay, good. So now that's really good focus. Now you're going to get back and you get your driver's license, you drive around. Driving yourself to the airport sounds great. What are you going to do? Are you going back to school? Are you going to get a job?
He missed that part with the school. I was waiting for and I'm looking forward to going back to school.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to get back to school as well. See my mates, get to school, and do some schoolwork and get back into the rhythm of things.
You've got some aviation courses that you have to do next year.
I'm also planning on doing a few aviation courses as part of my school
curriculum.
stuff. So I'm going to hopefully get
a
some.
school diploma, they might call it here.
Okay, good. No, that's good. Well, I'm sure if you can get the energy and the effort to get flying around the world, that's going to be the easy part, getting back there. Yeah. It is. What I think you're going to find is everything now is revolved. You eat, sleep, fly for 40 days or whatever it's going to be. When you get back, you do get a bit of a wake up and there's normal life. It's quite something. But good thing Mum's got the right tools.
And the hardest part would be getting back to normality, where his normal is flying across the North Sea or landing on a remote island. Now it's going to be getting up and polishing his shoes and
Even
making
being
breakfast.
Here for a week, all I've wanted to do is just fly in a plane, go up flying. But I'm sure I'll get back into the rhythm eventually. Less flying.
Takes a few weeks.
But it'll take a while.
Be an adjustment, I think.
I think so.
Well, good. So what's been the highlight of your trip so far?
The best culture I've been in was Sri Lanka and India. They just welcome you. They're like family. There's many people, and they just welcome you, and you feel like family when you're there. I've also had highlights. Scenery over the Grand Canyon was amazing. North Atlantic, you've got it's interesting. It's like glaciers and stuff, and the icebergs just poking out of the middle of the ocean. See a big iceberg. There's probably more icebergs there than there is actual land, but it's pretty amazing.
Wow.
I think one of the highlights has been coming here as well.
Yeah, coming here, seeing my family again, and being with you, of course.
And now they're going to leave you with me for a few days.
Oh, yes.
So
I'm worried.
It's going to go very well.
You should be worried.
I tried to leave yesterday.
You got turned back, eh?
We got
Turn
turned
back.
Yeah, I made a call.
They tried to leave after a few days because they got sick of me.
We would never get sick of it.
So now, I mean, you're getting ready, preparing finally to do this long leg. How are you feeling about it?
Of course, there's nerves there, but since I've been here, we've gotten everything sorted that was an issue, and I know that I'll be fine now after having everything sorted out by you guys. and making sure it's all safe, planning the fuel, we've got everything sorted. So now hopefully we can just start that engine, head across to Hawaii and enjoy Hawaii for a good solid 6 hours, then get back on. Yeah.
How long is it going to take you to fly to Hawaii?
Hawaii's flight's going to be about, it could be up to 17 hours, but it's probably going to be about 14, 15 hours maybe.
How many hours of fuel have you got?
We've got fuel hours probably about 18 or 19.
One of the other important things is that through each leg of this journey, we've picked specific instructors to go with Byron because it's a supported flight.
Yeah.
And that also is to, A, it's to keep it legal, but B, it's to show the role that adults play in young people's lives. And certainly in some parts of Australia, we've seen a bit of a disconnect.
Yeah.
And we've also noticed through this, you know, just dad putting his arm around his kid and saying, hey, look at this, son.
Yeah.
Where the kid might have been on an iPad prior to that arm going around his shoulder. And if this story can really show people something, it's how adults play such a role in children and teenagers' lives. We can't just judge them for not being who we want them to be. We have to invest in them
Be involved.
as adults and be involved and help them make mistakes, help them learn from those mistakes and help them develop from those mistakes. And I'm sure that future Byron will look back on 15, 16-year-old Byron and have a few life regrets, but they're all opportunities to learn. So yeah, all the people that are helping mentor are critical to developing not only Byron but other kids.
It takes a whole community to raise kids.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's very true. And, you know, it's very evident that you and with Dylan is very close family, even though Dylan gives him a hard time, but that's part of the hardening process. And, you know, I met Jenny and Byron at Oshkosh, and we had a few days together, and that was, and already I can see a big difference. I could see them in the videos of Byron. He's already had a big growing up, wisening experience. The way he answers questions, that he's a little bit more thinks about it, where then he was still fresh and keen, and now that's good. You've got good experience.
And that comes from the support of the instructors on the trip.
I mean, Andrew that flew with him, he's been great. I hope to see him again.
So.
Yeah.
I've told that man I got to give him my firstborn, but he wouldn't take him.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, and
I wonder why.
he's almost taken on that fatherhood role with Byron going around there.
I would have loved to see him do the rest of the trip.
We really wanted him to do the rest of the trip, and he was keen.
Yep.
But in aviation, you got to put safety first.
Yeah, you got to make the call for the right person for the right situation.
Acknowledge your own limitations.
And while I would have been happy with him, he would have been happy. I think having someone who's done these routes day in, day out.
Exactly, ocean crossings.
Correct. It's a different
and current instrument rating is very important, because if you get there and it's closed,
you can't.
You can't busk it. Yeah.
Who's done it before, not just knows what to do, but has done it before.
Not only for their sake, but for Byron and getting him back safely, for everyone.
Yeah, and also to ensure that this story keeps being about its main purpose and its main mission. We don't want it distracted by something else for the sake of emotion. Unfortunately, but fortunately at the same time, safety must come first in aviation. And we had that last night. We were on the way home to Australia and the plane got turned back. People were a little bit upset, but they all understood.
For
Safety. Safety. I can't say that enough.
Same thing could happen if they get out here and they have an issue, they're going to come back. But there is, of course, a point of no return where you've got to make it through. But I believe everyone has done their best to get it prepared, and I think the final call is when Stuart gets here and we look at the system, and then he makes a final decision. He should do a wet test on the way up there, put some fuel in, run it. And
transfer both pumps through to the wings. Make sure he can reach everything, he knows where it is. I think we got the right recipe now, the right team, the right setup, and I'm feeling a lot more confident.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, very much
good.
so.
Is there anything you want to tell anyone out there?
Join the Sling family.
Yeah.
Join the Sling family. You open a box, you unlock a family.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You guys have an excellent trip. Thanks for watching. So, if you want to see the excitement and the nerves of what it's like before leaving on a trip across the Pacific Ocean, 2,000 miles across to Hawaii. Head over to our Sling Pilot Academy video and see the interview with Byron just before he left.